Welcome to the Land Whisperer channel. If you're here for the first time, then my name is Chris. I'm a writer of short stories and I'm also a spiritual land worker. And if you're returning to the channel, then thank you indeed for coming back. Last week, we spoke about the changing times, the period in between the wooden circles and when the stone circles arrived here at Stanton Drew. This week, I want to continue with that psychic information and speak about the arrival of the stone circles themselves and what that meant for the people in this area. I hope the video resonates with you, and if it does, then please consider giving us a thumbs up. Don't forget the notification bell, which allows you to know when I post a video, and if you feel like it, subscribe. It's free, after all. Thank you very much. Now to the video. The first stone of this great circle was laid down in 2810 BC. During the next 150-year period between 2810 and 2667 BC, the community began to prosper once more as the divine masculine energies aligned with the divine feminine energy in true balance. The new head shaman and his priests had worked long and hard to balance the energies in the landscape. The priest head was balanced as well, containing 12 shamans, 6 women and 6 men. As such, the land and community were in harmony for the first time since the original cattle herder people arrived in the district some 800 years before. Naturally, people prospered, and at that time there were around 21 families in the vicinity. Taking that as their cue, the shamans collectively selected 21 original stones that were worshipped, extracted, transported and settled into the new stone circle here. The building of the Great Circle represented a profound shift in the way that the community worshipped. Consider that up until the new shaman arrived, the community were used to their shamans conversing with the ancestor spirits at the Cove Long Barrow and afterwards on the move with the 11 male shamans. They had always looked to their ancestors for answers to their immediate problems. In the minds of the people, the ancestors have got your back because although they may have died, they were still your blood. Now, in stone circles, your shamans are getting their information from an ethereal source, one that is not based on the words and advice of your ancestors as it had been for generations. This was the profound change that many could not stomach. Therefore, they started to ask the difficult questions. How do you persuade someone who is adamant that Grandad was always right and had always looked after his family to change their viewpoint? Who were these spirits that the shamans were now talking to, and why would they help us? Why should we listen to them? All very reasonable questions. The shaman priests could only say that they were helping them bring balance and harmony amongst the people because they initially didn't know who the spirits were themselves. It took a while to work out, for the spirits then were what you and I would call extra-terrestrials. They were Arcturans and Alpha Sirians at this time. They were as dedicated to assisting us then as they are now, helping us to find a higher sense of ourselves as humans, to become higher beings of wisdom. We are beginning to remember that our ancient ancestors were more comfortable living in a world bounded and influenced by the unseen. Today, we often fear the idea of extraterrestrials, but perhaps we really shouldn't. Some of the most beautiful experiences I have had have happened to me in the unseen world. So, that's where I'll leave it for now. That the herders came back at all was pretty lucky from the perspective of the shamans. They could have easily just left and never come back, not least because the practice of receiving messages from a non-ancestral spirit in a stone circle was a huge change, and we all know how much people love change. Well, they did, of course, get them back, and from what I feel from the stones, this 150-year period was a particularly beautiful time. Anyway, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll get to them as soon as I see them. Next week, yes, next video, we will be finishing up on the psychic information about the stones and the people and what it meant for them at the time of endings. For unfortunately, all stories must end. Anyway, until then, I wish you unconditional love, as always, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.